In this video, I'm going to tell you about the pros and the cons of living in Northern Virginia. I'm going to tell you 4 things I absolutely love, 4 things I could really do without, and then 3 things that are kind of down the middle that could go either way. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? I'm Tammy Irby with the Live the Easy Life Real Estate team right here in Northern Virginia. If you want to learn everything about living, working, eating, and playing in Northern Virginia, make sure you subscribe and tap that little bell so that you don't miss any videos. We get calls every day from people looking to move to Northern Virginia or within Northern Virginia, and we absolutely love it. So if you want to get a hold of us, please call us, send us a text, or shoot us an email. Any way you want to get a hold of us, we've got you covered when moving to Northern Virginia. So let's jump right into the 4 things that I absolutely love about living in this area. Up first on the list of what I absolutely love about living in Northern Virginia are the schools. I've put a lot of my kids through the public schools, and we have some of the best in the nation. The parents really are involved. They care about the schools, and we spend a lot of our tax dollars on the schools here in Northern Virginia. So you are absolutely gonna love the schools. And on the university level, we've got you covered there too. We have George Mason University right in the middle of Northern Virginia. And if your kids want to go away, but you don't want them too far away, you want them to be able to come home every now and then, within, I guess, like a 3 to 5 hour drive, we have some wonderful universities. We have James Madison University, UVA, Virginia Tech, and in Richmond, we have VCU, just to name a few. Number 2 is the proximity to our nation's capital. We've got history, we've got museums, we have some of the best restaurants in the world here. We also have wineries, breweries, we have entertainment venues like the Verizon Center, the Kennedy Center, the National Theater if you like theater. And with sports, oh man, we definitely got you covered there. We've got the Nats, we've got the Caps, we've got the Wizards, and we have the Washington football team. We've got you covered with the sports. Number 3 is that we have all 4 seasons here in Northern Virginia. I grew up and have lived in Northern Virginia my whole life, and I love having all 4 seasons. In the winter, we get a little bit of snow. Sometimes we get more than others, but if you like to go skiing, snowboarding, or maybe tubing for the kids, it's just a short drive away to Massanutten, to Ski Liberty, to Wintergreen, or out to Canaan Valley. In the spring, kind of a short spring season here. We kind of head into summer really quick, but you have to go downtown to the Cherry Blossom Festival. If you have never been, it's something you got to do. It is gorgeous. Then we have tons of parks, lots of ways that you can get outside and enjoy the great weather. There's always something to do in the summertime, even though it gets a little bit hot and humid. Well, not a little, a lot hot and humid. We have 2 beaches within an easy drive. We have Virginia Beach and we have Ocean City. If you like to do kayaking, whitewater rafting, you can go out to Harper's Ferry. You can go on the Shenandoah. If you like the lake, you want to do a little bit of more fishing and boating, we have Deep Creek Lake, we have Lake Anna, we have Smith Mountain Lake, and if you like crabs, like I do, I love crabs. My husband's a California boy, and we have this argument all the time. Blue crabs are the best, and the Eastern Shore has some of the best blue crabs. And then there's fall, my favorite season of all. The weather here is absolutely gorgeous in the fall. We have the most beautiful leaves. If you've never been to Skyline Drive, you just gotta go. If you want to take the kids out for a nice Saturday afternoon, we have all the pumpkin patches on the farms. They have barn swings, all kinds of cool stuff for the kids to do. If you like to scare yourself to death, and I do, You want to go to Markoff's haunted forest where they actually chase you through the woods with chainsaws. It's really cool and really scary. There's always lots to do in the fall. Oh, and if you like to apple pick, we've got you covered. Apples are a big thing in Virginia. Get to go apple picking on a nice Saturday afternoon. Number 4 is employment. We have wonderful employment here. If you're coming here for a job, you're probably going to, of course, find a lot of jobs with the government. You're going to find jobs in the tech industry. We have Amazon coming in Crystal City and Alexandria, and the pay is great. If you're having trouble finding a job, this is the place to come. So we talked about my favorites. Now let's move on to my not so favorites. Number 1 on my not so favorites is the traffic in Northern Virginia. We've got some of the worst traffic in the nation here. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And also, if you're thinking about the real estate prices, you would think it's how many miles you are to DC, as far as how, the pricing goes up the closer you get to DC. It's actually not that way. It's how many minutes to DC in rush hour. That's what counts. And if it snows, you're screwed. It's going to take you twice as long to get home. People just don't drive well in the snow here. Number 2, it's stinking crowded here. We got a lot of people in Northern Virginia. So if you want to go to restaurants, you're going to go to an event, you need to plan on some wait times because it's crowded. Number 3 on our list is the cost of living in Northern Virginia. Our sales tax on goods is about 5.3%. Our income tax rate, depending on your income, can range anywhere from 2% up to 5.75%. And then there's the cost of housing in Northern Virginia. You might be a little bit surprised if you're coming from a lower priced area. Our average sales price runs right around $600,000. Number 4 on my list of things I'm not so keen about are allergies. So if you're like me, you have a lot of allergies, the spring and the fall are not going to be so great for you. So just keep that in mind. So number 1 on my things that I'm kind of down the middle on would be government. If you move here, there's a lot of talk about the government, about politics, and if that's not your thing, you're not going to like it. But if you work for the government and you're into political science, you're going to love that kind of stuff. So you guys decide. Number 2 of the things that I'm split down the middle on would be the fast pace. So we have people from everywhere here. If you're from the north, you're used to a fast pace. If you're from the south or the Midwest, maybe you're not so used to it. I don't really notice it because I was born and raised here and it doesn't bother me a bit. But just think about that. Number 3, and the last thing that I'm kind of split down the middle on, would have to be planned communities with lots of amenities and things to do versus being out in the country or having a larger lot. So if you're closer in with maybe an older home, maybe there's not going to be an HOA, so there aren't going to be the rules, but there also might not be the amenities. You kind of have to count on the municipalities for your rec centers and things like that. But the thing that I love about being in the suburbs, which is where I live, is that the planned communities, we all in this area work a lot, it seems. Then when we come home from having drove through traffic and stuff like that, we want everything right there. We don't want to have to leave again. And the planned communities have pools, rec centers, restaurants, lots of stuff like that right in the community. And that comes with the rules and regulations that come along with HOAs. But you might be on the other end of the fence and you want a bigger lot, you don't want all the rules. In order to get that, you either usually have to go with a community that is an older community that doesn't have an HOA, maybe a little bit closer in, or if you want a bigger lot, you usually, for the money, you usually have to go out a little bit further to more rural type locations. So there you have it. Those are my pros and my cons of living in Northern Virginia and those things that are kind of split down the middle for me. So what do you think? Go ahead and comment below and let me know. And if you're moving to Northern Virginia and you have questions, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. I'd be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you again soon.